It's been an exciting time for those of you who've been stacking silver for a long time when the prices were stagnant, but now here we are, reaching near nominal all-time highs. But with the price of silver increasing, it presents its own set of problems that you should be looking out for. I'll explain how and why in this video as we explore. And we feel vindicated that we've stuck with silver for so long and we want to continue to accumulate more. But what happens during these big bull runs in precious metals is the bad guys take opportunities and to try to swindle you out of your hard-earned money. And as is the case with some websites that are starting to pop up that I've found on my own and some of you have shared with me, and I'm going to go through some of those websites and what they're sharing out there. But one place you can go where you don't have to worry about getting fake silver coins is my friends at Summit Metals. So check them out, experience their great customer service and their fast shipping. A link to their website is in the description below. Now, some of these offerings are kind of hilarious. If you have any indication of what spot price is doing, you'll know that a 2008 American Silver Eagle is not going to be $19.99. Or a 2022 American Silver Eagle is not going to be $21.98. They're both bullion coins. Why would they be different prices? But that is one clue, one example that you can get for that. Or you can get a Type 1 and Type 2, a 2021 American Silver Eagle 2-piece set for $29.98. You know, that's your first clue that you've got yourself some fake silver. Or a 1986 through 2024 American Silver Eagle 39-piece set for $19.99. That's right. In other words, you can buy 39 silver coins for $20, and then the listing right next to it has just one American Silver Eagle coin for $19.99. So most of you understand that that kind of thing is silly, that a place like this would even be in existence, how anybody could fall for it. But there are people that do. So if your spidey senses go up, and you wonder, well, this doesn't sound right, it more than likely isn't right. Some of these places, they don't have an actual address. They'll use a fake address to some place. If you look up the domain, it'll kind of hide who the owner of it is. And if it's hard to get contact information, or there's no phone number, or a phone number that goes to some other business, call the number and just to make sure. There's things you can do that are just a common sense, and we got to make sure that we operate in the world of common sense with regards to how some of these places are advertised, because they are advertised here on YouTube, on Facebook, other social media platforms. And really, I cannot believe that some of these legitimate social media platforms would entertain the idea of advertising for these obvious fake companies, but they do. So you think just because you saw it on Facebook, or YouTube, that it's legitimate. Question everything and anything that's there. But with the prices going up, they are popping up more and more. And so that's the one way you can avoid it, is look at the price, know what the spot price is, understand what you're buying before you buy it. And always go to look to a legitimate coin dealer or bullion company first, which is why I sponsor I partner with Summit Metals. They do a great job. But there's other great companies out there too. Most of those you can look up in various different ways to get feedback as to whether they're legitimate or not. Oftentimes these days, the Better Business Bureau is not the arbiter anymore. There are some bad companies that are rated high at the Better Business Bureau, so it's always not the best option. But that's just the beginning of it. How else can you avoid buying fake silver, especially silver that you may buy from a friend or peer-to-peer? There's other ways that you can get fake silver and not know it. Some people will wiggle their way into the market, whether at a coin show, selling back to you, or selling a person-to-person at a coin show or elsewhere, or maybe even, on the rare cases, and I've seen it, local coin shops unbeknownst to them, pass along to you fake silver. It's happened before. I've seen it with some shops in my area, as well as at coin shows. I've seen it. So you have to be very, very careful. There are ways to protect yourself, though, folks. And number one is to use your eye. That's right. Use your eye to see. And, one way you can do that is take a look at a silver eagle here. Now, this is obviously a proof silver eagle, but you can look at the details between these two, and you can tell they're different. They're very, very different. Now, obviously, this being a proof silver eagle, I don't have a proof one here to show you, but the details are the same as far as between the silver and between the proof and the uncirculated. And you can tell by the way the fonts are that it's different, by the way the feathers are, and also by the way that the edge is, and the weight. And the weight is different. This is much lighter. I'm not going to pull out the scale and show you, but typically if it's near the same diameter, you can just look and weigh it and tell it's lighter. Because the thicker ones, like this, well, it's going to, you can tell it's thicker because silver is more dense than the base metals that are there. So that's another way to be able to tell is by looking at it. Here's another example. They did get the reading right on this. The reading here is angled on this Chinese panda, but the details are just not quite right. It looks pretty good. When it's all said and done, there are some problems with it. It's too thick, and there's other ways that you can look if you compare it to a genuine coin. However, some may not have a genuine coin to compare it to. So how do you really know? How can you tell? They are getting better at it. Some of these Chinese fakes are pretty good. Chinese fakes of their own coins. Chinese fakes of U.S. coins. And by the way, there's a lot of Chinese fakes out there. China is kind of the main culprit here. But the other way you can do it, which I think is one of the easiest and cheapest ways, is to test for sound. And the pocket pinger is a great way to do it. It comes packaged like this. I'm going to show you this. That's one way to be able to test your coins. Now, if you want to purchase one of these, you can click in the link in the description of this video. It is an affiliate link and get a slight kickback if you buy one of these. But it's a great way to be able to test the sound of it. So let's take a silver eagle here, for instance. This is a genuine silver eagle. And try to pull the microphone close here so that you can hear it as it rings. And you can hear it is a beautiful sound. So know that sound. Now let's test a fake silver eagle. You almost don't even need a genuine to compare it to. It just has a dead, high-pitched ring sound. Nothing like silver. Let's do the other silver eagle here. You can hear the difference. A very dead sound compared to the American silver eagle, which I'll show one more time to give you perspective. Unmistakable. These pocket pingers are absolutely amazing. Now, what about some of the older coins? Well, that can happen there too, and some of those even may be more difficult to tell the difference between a genuine and a fake. Here is two Morgan dollars, for instance. And these websites, by the way, sell these as well. So these two Morgan dollars, we're going to compare and see which one's real and which one's fake. Let's put this one on here and let's see what it sounds like. Okay, we can see the word copy on there, fake copy, so you know. It's got kind of a cool ring to it, but very high-pitched. Now let's test the genuine Morgan dollar. Listen to this. That's right, it's got a lower ring to it. And by the way, the good folks at Pocket Pinger have developed or a partnership with an application that can use and be test those as well too. So if you go to the website, you'll be able to find more information about that. This is another fake peace dollar. So let's look at that one there. Again, a very high-pitched ring to it. But there's nothing that beats silver. Silver is just absolutely unmistakable in its sound. And let's do it with half dollars. Listen to that. All right, that's that half dollar. Let's listen to this half dollar. Again, unmistakable. This has a much more rich ring to it for that silver half dollar there. So there you have it. That's probably the cheapest way to be able to test your silver. But another way is to use the magnet test, and you can get one of these from Cyber Curtain Twitcher here on YouTube. And if you do that, you can contact him. And this is a way to be able to test your silver in terms of the magnet test. The diamagnetic properties of silver make it unmistakable as far as how it slides down the CCT slide. And one thing I love about these CCT slides is not only the craftsmanship and quality of the woods used, but also the fact that it's scientific, because you can put any two slides or use it as a one way to measure. It's going to go down at the same exact rate no matter what. So let's do it with this coin. And you can see it's got got steel or something in there. It's not doing anything, whereas the silver will just slide very, very slowly. Very slowly. Another example will be the Morgan dollar. There's the fake. And here's the genuine Morgan dollar. Look at how that slides. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing difference between them. Now we're going to do it with the there's the silver eagle. As you can see, very magnetic. Tough to get off of there, but I'm going to try my darndest. And here is a genuine silver eagle. Look at that. Nice and slow. So that's how you can protect yourself with the rising prices of gold and silver. You can protect yourself by testing your metals and by using common sense. When you see somebody send you a link to a website, hey, check it out, a cheap silver eagle here. No, it's fake. Almost 100% of it's too good to be true. It is. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Hope you found this video informative, insightful, and educational. Would like to extend a multitude of gratitude to each and every one of you for taking the time to watch, and encourage you to please rate, share, comment, and subscribe.